In episode 32, Lord Grimm and his team snatched 2 first clears in the Spider Cave dungeon right off the bat. This left the Bluebrook Guild with nothing to show for their efforts in that dungeon, a major blow to their pride. Everyone was pretty steamed about it. But after deliberately looking into Lord Grimm, the guy who'd made the leaderboards 3 times, and his team, the Bluebrook Guild members uncovered something unusual. The teammate who got the first clear was actually someone who'd had a prior conflict with him, that Yue Zhongmian, the one who spammed the chat. His accusations involved a hidden boss, and the timing matched Lord Grimm's solo kill of the Dark Knight Cat Demon. The spam said Lord Grimm deliberately wiped the whole team to hog the boss for himself. So how did such a despicable scumbag end up teaming with Yue Zhongmian again? No one knows exactly what happened in between, but one thing is clear. This team that snagged 2 first clears in Spider Cave wasn't a group of friends. It was a pickup group, and a dysfunctional one at that. For a team like that to snag 2 first clears, their skill must be something else. And Lord Grimm was clearly the focal point of this team. This shameless scoundrel, who got his whole party killed for a hidden boss, was actually accepted back into the fold. What did he have that made that possible? Furthermore, a sharp-eyed player from Orchid Creek Pavilion noticed a detail. In the 2 first clear announcements for Spider Cave that this pickup group secured, the order of names on the team roster was different. The name listed first would have been the party leader. The first time, the team leader was Yue Zhongmian, but by the second time, the captain had changed to Lord Grimm. The role of party leader is a serious one. They can kick members, set loot distribution rules, yet this team was willing to hand that authority to someone who shamelessly steals bosses. What does that tell you? All of this points to their dependence on this person. Without them, they'd never have secured that first clear. This individual is truly a talent, and most likely one without any guild affiliation. A guild's top talent wouldn't be running with a random pickup group for a dungeon first clear. A guild's top talent would also never be offline for a full day. After a day of observation, inquiry, and analysis, the members of Bluebrook Pavilion had reached this conclusion. As the saying goes, 1,000 soldiers are easy to find, but a single general is hard to come by. Such talent was truly worth actively pursuing. This was precisely why Blue River had sent a barrage of 18 friend requests in a row. The friend request was sent, but it was neither accepted nor rejected. Either they didn't see it, or they're just ignoring it. Blue River decided this was the way to show his sincerity. His tactic worked. 18 friend requests in a row finally wore Yeshu down, making him accept the one he'd been planning to ignore. But when asked why he'd reached out, Blue River wasn't about to explain the whole convoluted story. He just said that seeing someone hit the first clear board 3 times right after the new server launch was a clear sign of a top player, and he hoped they could be friends, and so on.
To be honest, we're aiming to break the current clear record for Frost Forest. We're short a top-tier player like you. If we break the record, the purple equipment is yours. What do you say? Our guild just wants the record.
Blue River wasn't in a hurry to recruit him. After all this time in glory, every guild knew the other star players. Blue River had never heard of this Lord Grimm before. He figured the guy was either a top player from some established guild, just messing around in the new server for kicks, or one of those reclusive masters who preferred the wilds and never bothered with guilds. The first type is a lost cause from the start. As for the second type, they have no interest in the guild itself. Coming straight to the point with them is just asking to get shot down. So Blue River decided to invite him to run a dungeon first, to build some camaraderie. They were all top players, working together would be quick and easy, and mutual respect would naturally follow. Besides, they still needed to see this guy's skills for themselves, to see if he was truly worth recruiting, just as they'd surmised. As for the promised purple equipment, that's just a bargaining chip to show my sincerity. At best, Frost Forest drops a level 25 purple. It's just better than nothing. No need to get hung up on low-level gear and haggle over every little detail. To be honest, if he's truly a top-tier expert, he wouldn't care much about this either. But this is the best bargaining chip this dungeon has to offer. Yi Shu's eyes lit up at the invitation. He quickly replied to Blue River, "Forget the purple gear. If possible, I'd like something else."
What? Rare materials. You're a man who knows what's what.
Blue River saw at a glance that this guy had clearly seen his share of the world. He wasn't the least bit interested in low-level purple gear. Right now, the most stable investments are these rare materials. They're the things you'll still need even in the late game, never going obsolete.
72 strands of power silk.
No problem.
Blue River agreed readily. While the strong spider silk was indeed a rare material, it dropped from a dungeon in the beginner zone, which meant it could be farmed indefinitely. On top of that, even regular bosses had a chance to drop it. All things considered, it was one of the cheapest rare materials out there.
And a White Witch's mithril pendant.
Sure, I can give it to you right now.
Blue River chuckled as he typed his reply. The mithril pendant was the same type of accessory Ye Shu had gotten from the skeleton warrior. A statless trinket, utterly worthless. Just something some girls like to wear as jewelry, that's all.
And the White Wolf's fangs. 8.
Hey buddy, first you want the strong spider silk, then the mithril pendant, and now you're asking for the sharp fangs too. Isn't that a bit much?
Blue River was starting to get annoyed. The White Wolf and the White Witch are both hidden bosses in Frost Forest. A trinket like a mithril pendant with no practical value was something Blue River could part with without a second thought. But the White Wolf's fangs, those are a different story. Frost Forest isn't a tutorial dungeon for newbies anymore. Each player can only run it 4 times a day. Even in those 4 runs, encountering the hidden boss is a long shot. And even if you do find it, there's still a 2/3 chance it won't be the White Wolf. If Ye Shu had only asked for those 8 White Wolf fangs, Blue River wouldn't have hesitated. But after demanding 72 strands of strong spider silk, now he wanted 8 White Wolf fangs. Blue River thought this guy was getting a bit too greedy. No wonder he's the shameless bastard who'd get a whole team killed just for a hidden boss. His skills are top-notch, but his character is trash. Is that really the kind of person we want in our guild?